Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at center. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Simmons. Clock at 6. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Oh, no answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact. And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Now here's Curry. It's stolen by Capella. It's Young on the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Hunter. Defense right on him. Bogdanovich wide open. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Here's Young. 76ers getting the bucket. Collins passes to Young. To the paint. Harris on the double team. Kicks it out to Collins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Don't want to give up that kind of position to Collins at that kind of length. I think he's going to do some damage.
Outside Curry. In the corner, Simmons with it. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Passes it to Collins. To the middle. Here's Capella. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Now here is Harris. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Inside. Collins dishes to Bogdanovich. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. And stolen by Simmons. Harris passes to Green. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now, here's Capella. After the miss from Joel Embiid. And looks that's like green. The illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Howard. And stolen by Bogdanovich. It's 2-on-1. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
The thing you think about with Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
1:15 left in the first quarter. And here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. Howard at the elbow. Shot clock at 5. Good work defensively by Capella.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Now Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the pass to Maxey. Back to Milton. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Howard. Atlanta with the rebound. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And Reddish with the slam.
Nice job operating off the dribble for Reddish, a nice consistent part of his game.
Here's Korkmaz. Howard in the post. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Howard is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. The 76ers trail by 3. Passes it to Maxey. There's the dish to Scott. Poked away. All going up court. And Gallinari throws it down.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
On the wing, Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Maxey passes to Scott. Now Milton from the baseline. Tries again. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 5. Okongwu dishes to Reddish. Pass to Gallinari. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke. Had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Williams, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
From the pass to Maxey. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Reddish the pass to Okongwu.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Now here's Milton. He's guarded close and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Williams passes to Herter. The three. That shot off. And Philadelphia the other way now. To end the drought. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Williams passes to Gallinari. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harris.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari is proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Pass to Capella. Gallinari against Embiid. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Here's Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Harris has got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. That one good for 2.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
Outside Curry. Out to Harris. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Up top, Simmons. He's guarded by Williams. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
From deep three-point range, and we've reached halftime in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And so in the game for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Williams at the 1. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. Outside Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. A nice shot by Harris. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Simmons. Gallinari making his last shot. And it's Simmons penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 8 points.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Hawks, Collins comes in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Williams. Young outside to the paint. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The 76ers trail by 7.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Young. Back to Collins. 6 to shoot. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For the Hawks, Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Feeds to Scott over Young. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Scott.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Milton finds Scott, and here's Maxey, defended by Young. Stolen by Collins. Here's Huerter, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, the more that Huerter attacks like this, the more off balance the defense will become.
Over to the left wing. .144 left to play here in the third. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. And Capella sends it back. Here's Huerter, defended by Milton. And Huerter gets it to go.
Well, Huerter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
And 1:01 left in the third. The pass to Milton. Pass to Korkmaz for the 3. The rebound by Young.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Korkmaz. Right side Scott. Pass to Maxey. Back to Scott. Pass to Maxey. Over Collins. The 76ers with another miss. Atlanta leading by 9.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Young. Banked in off the glass.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Korkmaz. Howard is out there with Scott. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Maxey, no good. Atlanta shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Well, he's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Okongwu kicks to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up on Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
Williams against Simmons. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Williams scanning the floor. Gallinari outside. Back to Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 11. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Young is subbed in for Williams. Embiid dishes to Green. 6 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks leading by 11. Young finds Bogdanovich. Collins against Harris. There's the pass to Reddish. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Young with the ball. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. And Embiid with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. It's stolen by Harris. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And here's Young from the arc. Okongwu kicks to Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. And Embiid with the block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Lou Williams is checked in for Young. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Williams passes to Collins. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Can't hit from in close. Atlanta leading by 9. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Bogdanovich looking around. Over Green. Bogdanovich, no luck. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And here is Williams. Dishes it to Collins. And stolen by Simmons.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
24 seconds left in the game. Now Williams. Clock at 4. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Simmons. Here's Curry with the 3. No good that time. And so it's Atlanta with the W. They seem... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Nets, they've got Griffin, Brown out there with Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Green. Curry is inside. Brown on him. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Here's Durant. Makes it off the glass.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Simmons with it. Now the pass to Embiid. Harris trying to get free. Embiid, no good.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Harden against Simmons. Durant deciding where to go with it. That three off the mark. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. James Harden with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Griffin. Brown against Curry. Brown the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by Durant. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown's got the ball. And Brown throws it down hard.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands. And I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Howard. Back to Milton. They need this one. Good on the jump shot. And here is Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Good work there as it goes. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Now Irving. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Out to Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Now here's Milton. And the pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And the Nets with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Dinwiddie. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 8. Now, here's Maxey. Over Irving. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. That will count. That shot off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front. They're up by 8. Live. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Pass to Durant. Back to Jordan. The kick out to Brown. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Up top, Simmons. Guarded by KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Curry, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Harris. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's stolen by Curry. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's blocked by Jordan. Jordan with it. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Jordan finds Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. And Harden launches it from deep. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Curry with the 3. 76ers with the new shot clock. Right side, Simmons. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Simmons got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Brown against Curry. Here's Harden. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Out to the wing. Dinwiddie outside. Green finds Harris. Clock at 6.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Milton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Milton's got his second basket. And a deep 3 from Irving. No good there with the step-back J. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn? And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Outside, Simmons. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Harden the pass to KD. Shoots from the line. That shot missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Oh, what a dunk!
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Durant way outside. Curry against Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers trail by 8.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Brown outside. Jordan the pass to Brown. Count that bucket. And the Nets lead by 8.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. Maxey, no good. Nets leading by 8. And stolen by Scott. And now Philadelphia on the break. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
1:07 left to play in the third. Irving for three. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Irving surveying the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got his first points of the game.
You know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Milton kicks to Scott. To the left side wing. From downtown, Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Claxton, they kick it out to Green. From past the arc. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets lead by 4. 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The 76ers trail by 4. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. No good on that one. Harden with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 4. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You have to reward the big fella when he runs like this. DeAndre Jordan able to leak out and finish in transition.
Simmons against Durant. Simmons dishes to Green. Outside Curry. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Harris trying to get free, and it's Green missing. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Harden the pass to KD. Right side, Griffin. Durant with a wide open look. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And now it's an 8-point Nets lead.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Embiid with the steal. Griffin against Simmons. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Outside Irving. The tray. Here's... Oh, what a play! Woo!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Curry against Irving. Back to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
Harden kicks to Durant. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Harris against Harden. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Harden. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I don't know how many of these he's run, DeAndre Jordan, in the pick and rolls, but boy, is he good at it.
Here's Curry. And no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Pass to Griffin. Outside Irving. And there's the feed to Jordan. Outside for Griffin. Those three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Simmons passes to Green. On its way from Curry for 2. Hits the front of the rim and out. Nets leading by 8. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Irving against Green. Now Irving. Green up on top. Guarded by Curry. And it's Green missing. And they're on the break. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Passes to Harris. Now here's Harden. On the wing, Irving. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Curry looking around. Dishes it to Green. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Brown, and it's Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Collins kicks to Young. To the inside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Brooklyn with the ball. The pass to Brown. Harden up top. No one near him. Rebounded by the Hawks.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Collins. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Durant, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yep, it counts. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Outside for Griffin. 5 to shoot. Collins against Durant. Over Collins. They get it again. Here's Jordan. Tries yet again. Good work defensively by Capella.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
The kick out to Young. Back to Collins. Young finds Collins. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
The Nets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Brown. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Now, here is Young. And he comes up with the deuce. Young's got his second bucket.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Harden scanning the floor. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound, Nets. Durant wide open, he fires. Drains the 3-pointer.
As we've seen, some guys develop range as the years go on. Not Durant. He shot over 42% from 3 in his second season.
Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. Young inside. Brown's there. It's good. Young's got 6.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Williams passes to Okongwu. The dish to Williams. There's the lob to the hoop. And Okongwu slams it in.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. There's the feed to Green. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Claxton. And that one is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Gallinari attacking. And Gallinari throws it down.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. It's intercepted. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Reddish dishes to Gallinari. He feeds it to Reddish. Williams trying to break free. And there's Gallinari on the assist from Reddish.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Now Irving. Here's Claxton. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Green. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at center. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Reddish. It doesn't go for him.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Herter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
Nets trail by 6. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. They kick it out to Green. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Jordan the pass to Harden. Outside for Griffin. Jacks up a 3. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Collins. Young outside. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Back to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Hunter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Harden the pass to Durant. The kick out to Brown. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Young. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harden the pass to Durant. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside for KD. Over Collins. Trying to end the drought. Here's Jordan. Over Hunter. No good from Jordan. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Young following the bucket by the Nets. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Bogdanovich looking around. Clock at 6. Back to Collins. And the shot goes in. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Brown outside. Jordan the pass to Durant. Back to Jordan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Few players, if any, hit for a higher percentage inside. Jordan playing to his strengths.
Young finds Bogdanovich. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Now, here is Irving. The offensive rebound. Passes it to Claxton. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
On the wing, Williams.
Of the two offenses here tonight.
And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks on top, up 10.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 10. And that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. And it's Williams at the 1. Some solid defense from Brown.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Durant.
Durant with those long arms able to attack the defense while protecting the ball.
Williams with the ball, guarded now by Durant. Reddish kicks to Gallinari. To the paint. A shot by Reddish, no good. Nets trail by 8. From the arc. Reddish grabs the rebound. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Great pass by Lou. He's such a good scorer. That allows him to draw the defensive attention away from his teammates.
And that's an intentional foul. So for the Hawks. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Harden dishes to Durant. And oh, he Wow.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. A putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Harden the pass to KD. And finished off by KD.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Collins. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Now, here is Young. He's got 8. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Herter. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Hey, if Herter can beat defenders with the dribble drive, they can't crowd him on the perimeter.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. The pass to Herter. Here's Reddish. Some solid defense from Harris. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 13. The shot's good from Irving.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Williams finds Gallinari. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to Harris. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Okongwu. That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Yes.
Athletic.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. And Green slams it in.
Kyrie attracts so much attention. It frees his teammates up.
And here is Williams. To the middle. 3 seconds left. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Fluid athlete, good hops. If Herter can continue to do that, watch out.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in command with a 16-point lead as the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's Young on the wing. Right side, Collins. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
Here is Harden. He kicks it to KD. Stolen by Collins. That one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 20.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden outside. Inside. Puts the move on. And the rejection by Collins. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta leading by 20. Young passes to Collins. Back to Young. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Irving passes to Harden. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now, here is Young from deep. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Feeds it to Jordan. It's good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Capella. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Irving against Young. Dishes it to Hunter. Again, the Hawks score.
New players entering the league sometimes don't challenge you from mid-range, but Hunter is excellent from there.
Harden the pass to Durant. It's Jordan on the wing. Capella covering. They get it back. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now, here is Young. And a miss there on the triple. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Irving passes to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
We see his playmaking ability each year has been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
Young with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 16. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Collins. Fires the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside for Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Collins.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Atlanta.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for John Collins.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 22 is their biggest lead. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so Atlanta takes this one by a... is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. And here is Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. To the left wing. Hunter, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Young taking his time here. Bogdanovich finds Young. And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. And then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Collins, good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them. We start off this game. Curry against Young. Curry passes to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, they've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Passes it to Hunter. Outside Collins. He kicks to Young. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Collins, good. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And it's Simmons. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Now here's Milton. Guarded close. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Williams passes to Reddish. Gallinari outside. Here's Herter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Here's Korkmaz. It's back to Hill. Kicks it to Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's blocked. They retain possession. Milton the pass to Hill. Dishes to Scott. 4 on the shot clock. Not going to go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. And Herter gets it to go.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Milton the pass to Hill. Here's Korkmaz. Sweet move. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
The Hawks trail by 4. Williams passes to Herter. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. Gallinari down low. He's guarded by Hill and stolen by Scott. Milton kicks to Hill. It's deflected off his leg, and the official saying it was kicked. Here's Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He not. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the 1. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Fast break, here we go. Herter, no good. The 76ers leading. Here's Hill, and he banks in the layup.
Just a terrific athlete, George Hill, showing the body control there to go chest to chest and finish.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Williams dishes to Reddish. Gallinari surveying the D. Williams in the post. Scott's there. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Milton the pass to Hill. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. Scott inside. Gallinari covering. Scott can't get it to go. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Young passes to Bogdanovich. They double him with Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Embiid.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now Simmons. He's got 8. Outside Green. Simmons passes to Embiid. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Hunter. The feed to Capella. Embiid with the steal. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got his first basket.
Great D. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Outside Collins. And the rejection by Embiid. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And very close to it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Korkmaz, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw this game.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Reddish kicks to Gallinari. Williams up on top. He dishes it to Okongwu. Shot clock at 2. Gallinari wide open. No good on the 3.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. Gallinari against Hill. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the middle.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside, Simmons. Harris up top. And Curry has it in the corner. Simmons against Collins. Nice move. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's Simmons penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 10 points.
Oh, with tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. 90 seconds now into the second half. Young with no one around. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Curry, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The 76ers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Good on both. Here's Young. He feeds it to Collins. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid inside. Capella's there.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And finished off by Collins.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Outside, Simmons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Hawks trail by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Outside Curry. To the inside. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Here's Harris. Back to Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella.
It's a very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
The pass to Young. Feeds to Capella. Harris against Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. Some solid defense from Harris. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Hunter dishes to Capella. Shoots over Curry. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
And Simmons drops them both. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Williams passes to Reddish. Gallinari outside. Down low, shoots it, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
They kick it out to Green. Outside Curry. Here's the lob for Harris.
And Harris is very aware of what shots he should be taking out there. An excellent scorer who only looks to shoot when he's in rhythm.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. It's stolen by Hill. It's Howard, top of the key. Pass to Korkmaz. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And his percentage at the line last season right at the 75% mark.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams passes to Herter. Back to Williams. Okongwu with it, working on Howard. Okongwu's shot is good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Korkmaz. He has 7. Back to Milton. Trying to find Scott. Gets it to him.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Atlanta calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Young passes to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. To the paint. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot by Collins, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Howard, and he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
It's all about determination for Howard. When he sprints like this, he deserves to get the rock.
Young against Simmons, and stolen by Harris. And Simmons kicks to Harris. The finish, and slam dunk by Harris.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Young finds Capella. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Young outside, Collins up top. From deep three-point range, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Passes it to Howard. Now the feed to Harris. Howard trying to free himself up. And slam dunk by Harris.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Simmons can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 15. And now here comes Collins leading the break.
Man, that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Here's Simmons. Tries again. Howard. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he commits the intentional foul. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Young drives in over Simmons. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points. Curry passes to Embiid. Out to Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Young from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
Look at the number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate. Oh, you got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
Young from outside. Again, Young missing. Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Simmons, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
To the middle, it's stolen by Green. Now Embiid. Pass to Harris. Shot from the top of the key. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Coming up next, the 70s. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action. So the Nets starting five. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. And again for the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Brown. He kicks it to Green. Now here is Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Curry passes to Embiid. Down low. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Knocks it loose. Green with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Back to Simmons. Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And it's Jordan with the jam.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms. He's active with his hands. And that's why he comes up with those steals.
Fires the 3. Green with the rebound.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Now here's Durant. Harden missing his last shot. Just 4 to shoot. From downtown. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Some changes for Brooklyn. Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Outside Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Hill. Here we go, one-on-one. Howard with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Milton's shot is good.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Irving with it. Outside for Griffin. Off target with his 3. 76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Back to Korkmaz. Pulls up. He can't get that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And stolen by Howard. Left side, Scott. Dinwiddie against Hill. Pass to Howard. It's back to Hill. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Six on the shot clock. Here's Milton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And so he makes both from the line. Nets trail by 4. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To the paint. Claxton with the bucket.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Here's Milton. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And foul called. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Nobody near Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Harden finds Durant. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. No.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. And Simmons is extremely versatile and effective two-way player, guys, who can hurt you on both ends.
Curry with the steal. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Harris passes to Green. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Harris comes in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Passes to Durant. To the inside, Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. Harris's shot is off. Nets trail by 10. Jordan dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. Simmons passes to Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons. Jordan with it. Now defended by Embiid. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
On the wing, Milton. He's covered by Brown. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Griffin. Shakes him. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Here's Simmons. He's got 6. Curry kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Irving drives in. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Milton, and he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Clock at 6. Now, here is Irving, defended by Milton. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The 76ers leading by 6. Now Hill. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Up again. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's good.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Harden the pass to Green. He dishes it to Jordan. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Harden finds Brown. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. KD's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid the pass to Simmons. And here is Harris. He's got 6. Embiid no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Harden kicks to Brown. Outside, Green. On deep, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
You can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Harden against Harris. Harden the pass to Durant. Over Simmons. Short. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. Griffin passes to Claxton. Dishes to Dinwiddie. Over Hill, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Nets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Now, here's Milton. Not a lot of room. Howard can't hit. Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. Inside. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Here's Hill. There's the pass to Howard. Trying to find Scott. Gets it to him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Milton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Milton's got 10 points in the game.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Claxton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Dinwiddie against Hill. Now here's Griffin. He's tightly guarded. Here's Dinwiddie. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the replay.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To take the lead, here's Durant. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Durant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
Harden surveying the D, fires from deep. Here's Durant, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Harris. Green against Green. Back to Embiid. With the floater, and the layup is good.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Harden finds Irving. Outside, Green. Durant for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out to KD. Outside Irving. There's the 3. And Kevin Durant good for 3.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
And Simmons drops them both. Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Harden the pass to Durant. They kick it out to Green for the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Curry outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD with it. Pass to Jordan. The feed to Green. Harden has a wide open look. They get it back. Green dishes to Jordan. Irving for 3. And Curry pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Stolen by Durant. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Harden with the stuff.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Simmons against KD. And Simmons slams it in.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Harden against Harris. Durant for 3. A shot missing. And it's Philadelphia the other way. But tried by Simmons. Kicks to Harris. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the middle. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. They double team Curry. Embiid. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside Irving. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons. Left block shot on the way. Oh, no good on the dunk. And Embiid is right there.
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the 4th. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
So it's the 76ers taking the win.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. DA, it's...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center. And for the Nets, we've got Durant, Brown out there with Harden, and it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Here's Harden. Off the left rim and out.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Capella. Passes it to Dunn. Out left to the wing. Collins wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nets on offense. Green passes to Durant from deep. They get the rebound. Jordan kicks to Durant. Offline with his 3.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Back to Collins. Over Harden. That's good from Collins on the assist by Hunter.
Collins showing now he's got a little bit of touch from that range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The kick out to Brown. Left side Durant, just 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Jordan. Shoots over Capella, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Done with it. Outside Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
Brown feeling out a bit to the inside. Harden against Dunn. Jordan inside, and Harden wide open. He shoots, goes up again, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Durant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
That free throw good from Durant.
How about the charisma of KD that time? Teammates loving what he's bringing to the table here tonight.
Dunn outside. He dishes it to Collins. The pass to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Capella finds Collins. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here's Dunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Dunn against Harden. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The wide open look for Durant. No good from outside. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. Here's Hunter. He feeds it to Capella. Over Jordan. And it's Capella missing.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Durant down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Basket good.
And Kevin Durant, great length and using his advantage on the inside.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. They double him with Jordan. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. The tray. A rebound by the Nets. Down low. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
No better way to fire up your teammates. Durant showing good athleticism on the Monster Jam.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Reddish. Back to Young. Okongwu, the second chance points on the tip in. Okongwu's now got his first bucket in this one.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And Griffin slams it in.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
Young pass to Reddish. From deep, Gallinari. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Harris dishes to Irving. Feeds it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Herter. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Brooklyn leading by 7. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That one goes in.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Now Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gallinari attacking. Great D that time from Griffin.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Nets leading by 9. Dinwiddie finds Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving against Young. Shoots from 12. Claxton the pass to Irving. Over Young. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks trail by 9. The feed to Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Dinwiddie outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Durant for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Just one smooth, elongated motion. Durant is just a machine and so repeatable on his delivery.
Dunn kicks to Hunter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Atlanta calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Harden the pass to KD. Bobbed up there for Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Throws it up high and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Nets leading by 10. Harden dishes to Brown. And it's Jordan that's out the key. Back to Brown. From deep, Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here is Dunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Collins. And foul up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this...
And so it's Brooklyn finding a 15-point lead at the end of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And that'll...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Young in a point guard position.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Herter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Irving. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Griffin passes to Irving. 5 on the clock. Let's go.
Like the defensive effort from Young there. He gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
And he converts the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Basket counts. Irving's got 7.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Young outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Griffin with the steal. Dinwiddie outside. Irving up top, defended by Young. Griffin, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. He has 6.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Now, here is Young. Good on the three-point shot.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Irving looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Nifty move.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And he gets it to go.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Irving against Young, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Dunn attacking. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Collins looking around. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Nets working the ball around now. Jordan kicks to Durant. A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks trail by 14. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Hunter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside, KD. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Dunn. It's stolen by Brown. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up throws.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 14. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The Hawks trail by 14. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Young with no one around. Sinks the triple.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Irving for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Nets lead by 14.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Young for 3. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The kick out to Young. From deep. Again, Young missing. Brooklyn leading by 14. Irving for 3. They grab their own miss. KD dishes to Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Young outside. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. They kick it out to Green. The dish to Jordan. Gallinari with the steal. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Young from outside sinks the three-pointer.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Harden surveying the D. Here's KD. They kick it out to Green. Puts up a 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Pass to Gallinari. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's KD. Green got it. Good job in the low post. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Young for 3. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Harden the pass to Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 14. And here's Young from the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Harden the pass to Irving. With the shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Nets lead by 16. Young fires away from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
Harden with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.